Dust2 has been added back to the competitive pool, so that means I need to teach you guys everything that I know about this map, and today I'm going to explain to you how to op on Dust2 like a pro. I'm so excited that Dust is back. I'm a little sad that Overpass is gone, but today you're going to understand some of the tips and tricks that professional oppers have used in the past on this map, and we're going to learn together what it takes to dominate and lock down certain areas with the op. Before we get into the game, if you want insane looking Counter-Strike 2 skins, I do got to give you a message first. Thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Skins Monkey. They are one of the greatest and easiest to use CS2 trading sites out there. You can swap out the skins you do not like for brand new ones that are so much more fresh. Even skins that are trade locked can be secured by adding them to your backpack. The greatest thing about the site is that you can buy skins for so much cheaper with a 35% deposit bonus when you use my code CoJo. Make sure to check out the freebie section where you can get a free skin just by completing tasks. On top of the bonuses, you also get a $5 bonus when clicking the link in the description. Alright, so let's talk about some positions on CT side first where you can find a lot of success opping on this map. So overall, a lot of your success is going to come from the A side and middle side of the map. If you have a long spawn, one thing that oppers do is they come here and post on long doors. If you can get this control through teammates mollying it, smoking it off, and dominating this area, it is so good because the enemies have to flash peek you off, and just holding this angle is so good. At low level games, you will farm and get 30 frags from just playing on this long corner. Now, as an opera, you don't ever really want to push farther than this. You don't really want to come all the way through here. There is times where maybe you'll go for a deeper peek with somebody else, but overall just stick in this area. And the reason for that is this is going to be a way to rotate around based on the information given, because the next spot I'm going to show you is probably the most important position you can play on Dust2, and that is this car area. Why is car in this corner area so good? Because when you are here, you have the ability to lock down multiple angles. So if you wanted to kind of do a riskier peek and, you know, be a little more vulnerable, you can hold this. This is great in like 2v2 or late round situations when you're just trying to get yours and, you know, fall, and if they spam you, who cares, because you can come back and peek up. But really, it's so good for holding on cat. Why? Boom, get one shot, fall back to another angle. Boom, get another shot, fall back to another angle. You get to pick their heads off as they're running across catwalk. And you are very it's very hard to kill you because from their perspective, they're trying to entry on the site here, and you're picking them off from such a deep angle. If they kill you, it's honestly just up to you missing your shot or them hitting a nice shot. Also, you can hold mid from this angle too. If you have a teammate on catwalk and you have info that they're going mid to B, you can make sure that you lock down all of this area. Just being car is overall really good, and it gives you so much freedom to play around the map. If you want to hold cat a little more aggressively from sight, one thing that I would recommend you doing is opting from these headshot angles here. Even here can be okay. It's okay to do that. But the beauty of opting from back here is that you can actually hold a long sight as well. And again, all this is going to depend on your setups, what you're doing. If you have teammates that have catwalk control, opting long from here with that op or scout is insane, right? Because you get one kill and then you can fall back to site and play with your teammates. You guys can flash and double peek either down here and up top and do this. But overall, guys, when you're opting and the T's get into pit here, it is very risky to peek a pit player. Because why? A pit player is going to have the headshot angle on you, and he's going to be able to just get an advantageous fight on you, right? So when they have that pit control, it's very important to be able to take catwalk. Another angle you can hold from early round for catwalk is up here. Very good off angle. They're never going to kill you from up there. It's so hard for them to hit that shot because they're pre-aiming this and not pre-aiming that. But if you do want to play on cat, or again, you're going to be pre-aimed here, but if you're just fast enough, this is a really good angle, and then you can fall, right? The beauty of it is you can shoot and fall. So if you're holding catwalk, hold that angle. If you want to hold catwalk aggressively, hold this angle. A lot of times the T's are going to throw an Xbox smoke. In CS2, this might evolve to be a smoke up here. But what you can do with that Xbox smoke, because it covers lower tunnels, is you can actually get aggressive early round with a boost and walk and hold cat from here, right? If you do have teammates playing aggressive up middle, another thing that you can do is have a teammate boost you on corner here so that you're up on this angle, and you can hold lower tunnels if they're not throwing the catwalk smoke. Very good pick to go for. Overall, if you know they don't have an op, what players will do is they'll ego peek this and try to kill the people there. They're gonna kill you if they have an op on T side unless you're just fast enough. But you know, if they don't have an op, it's a really good fight for you to take. Overall, holding this angle early round as an opper is really sick because you catch anyone sprinting up cat. destroying their plans. But mid round, you don't really want to hang in here as much because a T side awper is just going to pick you apart if you're hanging out in here much. You could try to like op and CT spawn, but it's just not as effective. What you want to do on CT side, B side of opping is if you're holding mid passively, holding this angle can be okay. You can shoot there and repeat from the bottom and just like kind of play these one and done spots. A lot of players will play from window if they have a player holding B tons aggressively or they have info, because you get that kill and you can fall and do your thing. If you do want to hold tunnels, guys, one of the most powerful spots early round if you can get here is holding this angle, and then also holding this angle is really powerful. You're super vulnerable to flashes. Just remember that you're gonna get flashed off all these angles, and as you play higher and higher CS, these angles are gonna be harder. Overall, going for this angle too is super sick. I know this is a lot to take in, guys, but overall all these things are so valuable to learning how to play as an opper on this map. Let's go ahead and start on T side. Now there's some things I missed, but overall that's the basics of CT side opping. On T side, when you can, if you can have a teammate boost you down here, it's so good because you get this high angle and you can catch them crossing, and the whole thing you're trying to accomplish is tagging them or killing them as they're crossing or getting that info. When you play better teams, what they're gonna end up doing is smoking mid across like this. But as a T-side opper, if you can lock down angles for your team, you're going to be so sick, right? So say mid-round, your teammates flash off middle, CT mid. If you can get here posted as a T-side opper, it's so good because you are cutting off rotations. Now, anybody who's on B-side has to stay B-side, and anyone who's on A-side has to stay A-side. And you're going to get so many frags from oppers trying to re-pick this late round, and it's just so great. Literally, if you can hold that angle, it's really sick. As far as T-side, if you guys can flash off the angles and you can get established on the B-side of the map, a nice little B-walk is really good too, but you got to be careful of the headshot angles they might play. Be careful if they cross early to back plat. That's not a fun fight to take as an opper. But yeah, you can walk out here and like take this calculated risk and really dominate the other team. Other things you can do, what you're trying to accomplish really though as an opper on T side is you want to get into pit or want to dominate this side of the map if you're going to end A. Why is that so good? I mentioned it on my RCT side, right? Well, early round, you're going to have teammates flashing out long, and your job is to sit here and go for that opening pick. Boom. Iconic, classic opening pick on Dust2. Boom. Try and get the opening pick. If you guys have this control, a really good thing, be careful of car. A really good thing is to flash over and then kind of, you know, take these duels. Have a teammate flash for you, and as he flashes, maybe you can jump into pit with your knife out. If you can get here, or you know, with a smoking corner is a good strat to get into pit too, see. But if you can get into here, you're gonna win the round. I'm so serious. You are going to win the round from here because you're gonna be able to pick off people on the site. You're gonna be able to do your thing here, and it's so free for you. It genuinely, like being here is just such a power position, and you're gonna be able to dominate. And just lock down the angles as your team pushes up. You're just gonna play Overwatch, right? As far as retakes on T side, some really powerful spots are, again, you can be this guy that sits corner here holding long flank, and then when you get the information that they're not long flanking, sitting in pit and up here on plat is so powerful. Again, why? Because you can hold these CT rotates. They're gonna have to retake through spawn. They're gonna have to rotate through cat, and if it's planted for you side box or in front of that box, you can lock it down so easily. I've won so many rounds just from being on plat, because if they don't have a smoke, it is so hard for them to win the round, right? Another thing I guess I missed on T side is going for these cat fights. Have a teammate flash these angles off for you. Flash, peek, boom, easy pick, right? And now you've got these angles locked down, and your teammates can walk up and do a actual exec for your team, right? Overall too, if you want to do something really meta, a lot of times people will smoke off one side of mid as a little deep, but you get the point. So like we smoked off left side, and as the teammates are walking through, maybe you have a rifler walk through and clear these close angles. If nothing is here, one thing that I love doing is peeking all the way down into the A side of the map. This is great against passive players. Boom, now I lock this off and we can mid to B split without anyone even having to do anything. My teammates can now just run through the smoke, and we can maybe smoke it late round, and then vice versa too. Just dry walking out, no flashes, nothing, just dry walking out here and taking these fights. Boom, we get an opening, and now we can explode and do things. I want you guys to just be dynamic on this map. It's an opper's paradise. There's endless things that you can do. At the end of the day, it comes down to building your mechanics and just understanding how to play Counter-Strike, which is why you should check out my channel. I have lots of good tips and tricks over there. You're going to be an insane Counter-Strike 2 player, and I appreciate every single one of you guys watching. Thank you so much. I'll catch you later. Peace out.